I had to start at 30% body fat and my goal is to reach a lean 12 to 15% body fat with visible abs, I will go through a simple 3-step process. In this video, I will walk you through the full journey to achieve your fat loss goals. Step 1 is deleting things from your diet. Deleting bad foods from your diet is like deleting apps that drain your phone's energy. Because there are some foods that if you stop eating them, you will make more progress. You will lose fat faster. You will have more energy so you can exercise more. Just like you can go on to your phone and delete some apps and you will have like more storage. You will have better battery at your phone. It's the same with your body and the foods that you eat. Some foods you can just stop eating them and you will feel better. You will lose more fat. And the first type of food you need to stop with is junk food. And when I say junk food, I mean high sugar foods like candy, ice cream, soda, also cookies, donuts, and then foods that have seed oils. So it's like French fries, fried chicken, chips, and then it's like fast food in general, like McDonald's and pizza. Because first of all these junk foods are calorie dense. And to lose fat, you need to burn more calories than you eat. So if you're eating calorie dense foods like pizza, French fries, fucking donuts, it will be much harder to burn more calories than you eat, because you will get in a lot more calories when you eat those foods. So that's the first thing with junk food. They are calorie dense, which make it much harder for you to lose fat. But then also they are high in sugar. So like soda, ice cream, donuts, cookies, cakes, all those foods, they are high in sugar. And sugar is very bad for fat loss. That's probably why you're fat, because you're eating too much sugar. Because sugar spikes your insulin, and that leads to you gaining fat. But it also decreases your testosterone. Testosterone is a sex hormone for men, and if we have lower testosterone, we will gain more fat, have lower energy, feel weaker. So having low testosterone make it harder for you to lose fat, and you're probably gaining fat if you have low testosterone. But also sugar leads to cravings. So you will crave sugar, you will want to eat more. So you will eat more of those calorie dense foods. If you have a donut, you will feel the cravings to have another one, and you will keep eating and eat too much calories. But also sugar leads to inflammation, which make it harder for you to lose fat. And also your body gets worse at losing fat if you eat a lot of sugar. So sugar makes you fat in so many different ways. And I can't even believe that some fitness coaches say, nah, sugar is not even bad. It's just about eating less calories than you burn. Eating less calories than you burn is true. But if you eat low calories, but you eat also at the same time like a lot of sugar, it will be much harder to lose fat. Those fitness coaches are literally retarded. They don't know what they're talking about. I said to like a fitness coach, I said like, nah, to lose fat, you need to quit sugar. He said like, why? I was like, what the fuck? Is he stupid? The biggest scam is just make sure that you track your calories, eat less calories than you burn. You can have sugar, you can have cheat meals. No. I'm telling you right now, if you want to lose fat, if you want to go from 30% body fat to around like 12% body fat, visible abs, you need to quit sugar. You quit junk food and all high sugar foods. You can't eat ice cream, you can't eat donuts, you can't drink soda, you can't have a milkshake or have cookies, cake, candy, chocolate, nothing of that. If you really want to have abs, you need to be strict on yourself. I'm not gonna be like all the other fitness coaches, like, yeah, you can have a cheat meal, just have it in like moderate amounts so you don't burn out. Those are pussies. I haven't had junk food for almost 2 years now. No high sugar food. I'm strict as fuck on myself, and this is what's required. What do you think gonna help you the most? Me telling you can have it once a week, or you can never have it. Once a week, that's 52 times per year. If you didn't have those 52 times, you would look better, right? So you need to quit junk food. It's a must. Like, you're not a kid. If you would be 10 years old and you would eat candy, eat ice cream, cookies, yeah, okay. But now you're probably over like 20 years old. You shouldn't eat junk food at this age. This is a big problem in the world, that people are eating junk food when they are over 20 years old. A 10-year-old can eat junk food, but not if you're an adult. Like, it's just so stupid. Quit junk food. The thing that worked for me was to slowly have it less and less. Once a week, once every 2 weeks. Progressive underload. So I would just have it less and less. Then when I was ready, I quit it. And it was hard. It was really hard for me. I was addicted to it. Like, I love junk food. I was eating McDonald's. I was eating a lot of ice cream, candy, all those things. But just slowly having it less and less worked for me. Learning from my mistakes. If I would have junk food, I would always like ask myself, what was the situation? How can I avoid this? So that's how I did it. And quitting junk food, I also mean like quitting seed oils, like vegetable oils. The only oils you can use are olive oil and butter. I don't know if you can call butter oil, but yeah, if you're gonna cook something, you can use butter and olive oil. Nothing else. The other oils, they are like inflammatory, they are very bad. They can decrease testosterone too. So butter actually increase testosterone. Olive oil is also very good for getting healthy fats. Just use those oils. And that's also why fast food is bad, because they use these like cheap oils because they want to save money, because they don't really care about the customer. That's the first thing you're gonna delete, junk food. I hope I convinced you right now that you need to do it, because it doesn't matter if you don't want to do it. What do you want to do? Eat junk food and miss out on going around with a six-pack, or like have a six-pack and miss out on junk food. This is just if you think you will miss out on junk food. I don't even think I'll miss out on junk food. I don't care. I used to eat my eggs, steak, my ground beef, my berries, and I enjoyed that. I don't give a fuck about donuts. That's for children. But the second thing you need to quit is alcohol. Personally, I haven't drank like alcohol for 2 years. It was just something I did for fun when I was like a bit younger. I had a few drinks. I had never had a lot. I had maybe the most I've had is like 2 drinks in one day. And in my whole life, I have had less than 10 drinks. And when I was like taking my fitness more seriously, learning more that alcohol was bad, I felt like, let me quit it. I don't even give a fuck about it. I don't care if it tastes good or not. I didn't even think it tasted good. I don't want to be drunk. Like when I see people get drunk, I think their lives is so bad that they need to get drunk to go to another reality, like escape their reality. And that's just like weak behavior. If you don't like your life, you should fix it. You shouldn't escape it. That's just like pussy behavior. Drinking alcohol is just stupid. I see no benefit of doing it. It's no valid reason. If you drink alcohol, it's just stupid. Some people say, yeah, but it's good, nice in social events. Just have water. Just have sparkling water. And if you're thinking like, no, people will say I'm weird. You're weird in a good way. You're weird in taking your health seriously. Because nobody does that. It's a good thing to be weird. If you're weird, to become more healthy, to become stronger, get a six-pack. Having a six-pack is weird. It's less than 1% of the world that has a six-pack. It's unusual. It's not normal. So you need to do some weird things to get it. So quit alcohol. If you think that's gonna be hard, then do the same which you're gonna do with junk food. Have it slowly, less and less. And then the last thing is delete some carbs from your diet. You don't need to delete all carbs. So carbs is like potatoes, rice, pasta, bread. You don't need to stop. You don't need to stop fully with it, but have less. Like me right now, my plates, they look like 70% is high protein foods like steak, ground beef, chicken. Then only 30% is carbs like rice or potatoes. Because carbs give us energy, and if we don't use that energy, it stores as fat. And you're probably not using that energy right now. If you're not like a professional athlete or out running all day, you're probably sitting like working at a desk. If you have a business or you work 9 to 5, you're probably in an office. So you're sitting down, so you're not using all that energy. So you can calm down and stop eating so much carbs. Have less pasta, potatoes, rice. Just have 30% of your plate. That's okay. Then you can also see how you feel. Some people never have carbs. They feel much better from that, having like the carnivore diet. Have less carbs, see how you feel. If it's like okay, then continue doing that. You will also see how you lose fat from it. And by the way, if you're an entrepreneur that's trying to lose fat, get a six-pack, then you can get a free coaching call with me right now. If you click the top link in the description and book a call. It's only for entrepreneurs. So if you're not an entrepreneur, then no worries. You can just continue watch this video. Step 2 is to eat more protein. So lately I've been eating more protein, less carbs. And I have seen how I just lose more fat from that. Having like a high protein diet and lower carbs. Before I was eating like 50-50, so I could have like half of my plate with protein, half of my plate with carbs. But now, like I said, 70% protein, 30% carbs. And I get leaner from it, and I also like feel better. Having a lot of protein is very powerful. You burn more calories because when you because your body need more calories to like digest protein, and you also keep your muscle. So protein, that's what like build muscle. So if you eat a lot of protein while losing fat, you won't lose your muscles. You will still have muscles, but you will lose the fat. So when you become lean, you will still have your muscles. It's important that you have a high protein diet if you don't want to lose your muscles. But then also it keeps you full. You probably noticed if you have like a lot of chicken or beef, steak, you only need one plate. You don't need that much until you're full. If you have a lot of protein, you will eat less calories naturally because you will not be that hungry. And your protein should come from like whole foods. So like ground beef, steak, chicken, eggs. Those are great sources of protein. And some people say like you can get protein from vegetarian sources, vegetarian protein sources, blah 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 blah. But they are stupid and they are fat and they don't got good health. Protein from vegetarian food is a scam. Is completely bullshit because protein from vegetarian food doesn't have all the amino acids. All these nerds are too stupid to understand that, but they don't have all the amino acids our body need to use the protein. So most of the time we can only use like half of the protein we get from vegetarian food. So get your protein from meat and eggs. That's the best. Chicken, ground beef, steak, eggs. Don't listen to some nerd talking about, oh, vegetarian, save the planet. Bruv, they can't do 10 push-ups. That's a rule. Like, never take fitness advice from someone that is not like jacked, that doesn't have like big muscles and a six-pack. Some like science guy, like fuck them. They don't know what they're talking about. So that's step 2, eat more protein. Step 3 is to exercise more. So to lose fat, the simple formula is move more, eat less. So now we have talked about like eating less bullshit, eating more good food, but to lose fat faster, you need to move more. So you need to like exercise. And the first thing you're gonna do for your exercise is 35 minutes at least of walking daily. Because walking is a good way if you're like at like 30%, you're big, you can't like really move that much. It can be hard for you to like run, play sports or anything. Then walking is a pretty chill type of like exercise. You can take a 45-minute walk or like an hour every day, and yeah, you will lose fat from that, burn calories. You will burn calories. And to be consistent with it, because I know 45 minutes, like for me it sounds boring, like that sounds like pretty boring, but try make it a routine. So it can be like 45 minutes after dinner, maybe if you walk with a friend or like your girl or like wife or someone you know. It can become it can become more enjoyable. Listen to a podcast, or like you can work on your phone or take like phone calls. But to be consistent with it, find a time like every day you can do it. So it can be in the morning, at night, after lunch, after dinner, and then just do it at the same time every day. So it becomes like a routine for you. If you do it at random times, it can be like, yeah, I will do it later, but then you skip it. If you decide like, let's say 6 p.m. I'm gonna do it every day, and you say no to everything else. If someone trying to meet you at 6, like you say no, and you used to like have that time for you walking. And if it fits you better, you can split it up. So you do like 25 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the afternoon, but just do it at the same time and be consistent with it. And then when you feel like you can, start hitting the gym 3 times per week at least. So when you lift weights and hit the gym, you build muscles, and when you build muscles, you will burn more calories. Like building muscles like requires calories. So you will burn more calories when you hit the gym, and it also increases metabolism. So you will just naturally like burn more fat. And lifting weights also boost testosterone. If you have higher testosterone, we will like lose more fat, become leaner. So that's also a very good benefit from like lifting weights. And here is a workout plan you can follow. This one is 4 times per week. So if you're not gonna do 4 times per week, let's say you're gonna start with 3, just do push per leg. Then the arm day, you can add it in when you feel ready. But this is for the exercise. Walk daily, hit the gym 3 times per week at least. And if you want help with all this, like quitting junk food, eating more protein, exercising, and you're a business entrepreneur, you're a business owner, you run your own business, then you can get a free coaching call. I will help you out with what you struggle with, so you can get a six-pack, you can get muscular now in the summer. So just click the top link in the description and book a call with me if you want that. But if you're not an entrepreneur, then no worries, you can watch this video right here. It's everything I wish I knew before losing belly fat. So this can save you a few years. Become Jack, brother. Bah!